Hello friends, in this video I'll show you 20 important Linux terminal commands which you can use for your daily operations. So let's start. Here are the 20 commands listed here, and I'll show you the practical demonstration how this will work. So this is your terminal. Basically you can access this terminal from your system tools, and here you can find whatever terminals you installed. By default you will get this mate terminal or console if you install KDE package. So basically these all are same. Alright, so let's start. The first command is su. And many blogs and tutorials or any internet, if you are new, you found like always start with su if you are doing some installation. So that means SU stand for super user. So whenever you type su, so right now you can see the dollar sign here in my terminal, and the user is R Sharma. @ localhost is the computer name. So if I type su, that means I am going to log in my system as super user. And if I type enter and for super user password, and now I am in root. So here you can see the difference. Wherever the root access is or admin access is, you will find this hash sign, and if you are non-root user, then you will find the dollar sign. And you can see the name also change. The name will change to root. So with this you can change your terminal to root access, and now you can perform all the operations which administrator can do. For example, install any software, uninstall software, yum package updates. You can do all tasks easily with this access. So same you will find sudo also somewhere in many tutorials. So I'll show you what is sudo. Sudo means if you are giving a task to terminal with super access. So like if I want to open a dolphin window, I'll show you here, like sudo dolphin is a file manager. So I can see this dolphin is open with super user access. Now if I want to go inside this root, and I can easily modify any file, but this is very risky. Like you can delete also with any file, so that means you can easily spoil your file system and your Linux operating system will not start again. Okay, so make sure super user su is very sensitive. If you know it, then only you can go, otherwise just you can quit. If you type exit, then you will again comes to your user account. Okay, so this is su command. Next is date. So if you want to see the date, obviously you can find your date here, but in terminal if you need, you can type here date and it will show you the date, even the time zone. Here my Malaysia time zone and year 2014. Alright, so next is cal. Cal will show you the current month calendar, but if you want to show a particular year calendar, you can do that also. So like if I want to see the calendar of next year, it will show me the entire 2015 calendar in my terminal. So it's very easy calendar, you can see that. Uptime is very useful command. Sometimes like you want to see this for basically for servers and all, you can find out when your system you started and how many users they logged. So it's give you the full uptime details. W will give you who is login, who is online right now. Okay, so as I can see R Sharma. So this wherever you need this information, you can type this command. So W, very useful. And if you want to see as who you logged in as, so like who am I, so it display R Sharma. And suppose if I am in root, and if I want to copy this stuff to here, we can select it and just click on your middle mouse or your scroll, so it will copy automatically that same text. And if you press enter, now it's saying the who am I is root. So it's very useful command. And up arrow key you can use for your previous command you exist, whatever you type that command, so you no need to type it again. So yeah, up arrow and down arrow key. Alright, so next is uname. Uname, basically you need this command when you want to see your kernel information, like which Linux kernel you are using. So right now I'm using CentOS 7 and this is my kernel, so kernel 3.10 dot blah blah blah. Okay, so yeah, boom, this you need mostly when you install any software packages and all. Next you can see that free will tell you what is your memory and your swap is. So this actually tells you, if you want to see this in UI, you can go to system tools and system monitor, and in system monitor, if you want to see this memory and swap, it will give you this all information in terminal. So if you are a developer, programmer, or you can easily access this. So and another thing is, when you run your operating system in without UI, only command line based, or you are access another system by SSH, that is super shell, then you with this commands you can easily get these informations like how much RAM is free and how much swap is free. So it's very useful command. Next I can say is touch command. So mostly you guys using touch command frequently. So before that, actually I want to show you the ls command first, because that ls command is later here. So what ls is doing, it will list the folder, whatever folders you have in your current directory, it will show you. So here we will do this later. First I will show you the mk. Okay, there is one more command, important command, which is not listed here, which I'm telling you is create a folder by terminal. So if you want to create a folder in terminal, you can do this by mkdir space and the name of the folder. So name of the folder I can say vfxpipeline. So if I want to see that, if I again list that ls, it will show me this vfxpipeline folder there. And if I want to go inside that folder, I will change right now what is my current directory where I'm working. If you want to see this current directory, so I will type pwd. Pwd will tell you, okay, you are in your home R Sharma, but I want to create some files inside vfxpipeline. So what I can do, I can change my current directory. So let's say cd stand for current directory, and because vfxpipeline here, tab you can press to auto complete that. Like if I type vf, and it automatically get the full name and if you press enter, now if you press pwd, here you are in your working directory is R Sharma VFX pipeline. Okay, so now I can create files inside this folder, and if I press ls, it will show nothing. Okay, so let's create a new file called test. So for create new file, there is command called touch touch test, and let's say make Python file. So test.py and hit enter. So again let's press ls for list, and now it shows that okay, I have a file called test.py. We can edit that file also inside terminal, that we will cover in next video, where we will discuss about vim and command line based editing. So in this tutorial we'll see some more basic commands. So we cover ls, touch, cd, mkdir, make directory. Now let's move to copy command. So if you want to copy this file in a suppose inside this folder, so I will create a new folder here called test make dir dst. So now if you press ls, you will see one dst folder and one test.mpy. okay, so let's copy our this file to test folder, or first we can use move. So first we will move this file into test folder, and then again copy this file here. Okay, so for moving you can use mv command. Whatever file you want to move, test.py, and where you want to move in dst. okay, so mv what you want to move and where you want to move. Okay, hit enter. Now is press ls, you will see only dst folder is there. Previously it was this, but now our test file is actually goes inside dst folder. So if you want to see that, you can go to cd dst. We change current directory to our destination directory, and if we press ls again list, and I can say this test.py file is there. Now if I want to copy this test file into our vfx pipeline directory, but I want to rename that as test1, or just first make copy, so we will make understand that. So we'll use cp test.py. okay, and you want to copy that in your previous folder, so you can use or one more thing which I can tell you, you can give full path also. So how you can give full path? So this home R Sharma VFX pipeline. So this is actually your full path you can give, and if you press enter, and if you want to go back, like if you say ls, you are in your test directory. If you see here test, and if you want to go back to your vfx pipeline directory, either you can type this cd and this value, or what you can do cd 2 dots and enter. This will take you to your back directory or your parent directory. So let's say list it again. Now I can see again my test and py file is there as previously I have. So with that we see that we copy that, we move that. Now if we want to rename that, how we can do this? So for rename also mv command will help us. So if I want to change this test to test1, so for that we'll use mv test.py and test dot my destination file should be test1. And if you press ls, now you can see your test file is renamed to test1 or whatever name you can give. So this move file you can use for rename also. What if you want to remove something? So let's see if we want to remove this test1 file. For that, rm test1.py, and if you press list, you will see only the directory over there. Okay, what is if you want to remove the directory? So let's say if you want to remove rm, it will give you this error that cannot remove dst. Dst is a directory. All right, so how we can remove this? So if you want to remove this, you can use this sign before, and if you do this, so your directory will remove completely with this capital R. So with this capital R is goes, we will understand that okay, this is directory and some file is inside. So with that, it can remove the entire directory with easily. Alright, so next is list. As I showed you list already, if we move back like cd list, so this is simple list, and if I want to see the users, who is the owner and what is the permission, write permission on that file, I can type ls ls minus ll. With that you can get okay, who created which file and what is the root permission, write access, when you created, like whole detail you can get. With ls you get only the main file name. With ls ll you got all the information, right? So it's clear. Okay, so now let's go to men, which is very useful. If let's see cp, we type cp, there is copy command, and we type mv. But if we want to learn something about these commands, so in Linux terminal it's very useful documentation you can find there. Like whatever command you want to learn, like type man for manual, and suppose let's learn the cp command, cp. So it will give you the manual of the cp command. So with cp you can understand like okay, copy files and directory, how to use that. If you want to use mv manual, you can see that also. Whatever you want to see, Linux terminal commands, mostly they provide that. So it's very useful. You can find your reference stuff here. pwd we already covered. As we say, pwd is the present working directory. List lsll covered already, men covered. Top, okay, top command is actually your CPU. I cannot say CPU, it's your processing. It display your processes as in your task manager. You can see that. So it's very useful when you use your remote computers or your farm blades. You can easily understand like how much hardware they are using for that. And actually there is one more version of this top is actually the traditional display thing for terminal, and there is one more called htop, and this looks bit fancy. And if you want to use this, you can download from yum all you need to do, just type yum install htop, and you will need your permission, but your command is this, and you will get this htop thing. Yeah, so both are same, but this is looks fancy, colors and all, and you can see some bars over there. So it's okay, it's up to you. Now let's move to configuration, your internet protocol, IP address, TCP things. So if you want to see your internet status and all, so called ifconfig. If you are a window user, this command was ipconfig. Here it's ifconfig. So here you can see your broadcast manager, TCP IP address, Ethernet address, etc, etc. So again, ifconfig, this file is ifconfig. Okay, and if here you can see it's like whole bunch of information, but you want only short information, so you can just -s. It will give you only standard information, limited, what IP address is limited. All right. Host name, if mostly you need your host name when you're doing some networking. So with host name you can find easily in terminal here. wget or wiget. Wiget is actually a small application which is helpful if you want to download something from internet. So you can download it from your terminal. So yeah, it's very useful. Let's see, if most of the time you want like your any repo files and all, you can easily download with wget. Okay, I'm not cover this thing in here in deeply, because right now my internet is not working. Maybe I'll cover it later. History is the command which shows what commands we entered in previously. So here with history we can easily find, okay, we did a list, we did cd this, we did uname, and oh, I built the Python. Okay, so with that we can find out our history. Suppose 2 day back you type some command and you forget something, you can easily get with history command. And in the last there is a clear command which clear everything. Okay, so this is not the whole commands which I discuss here. There are a lot of more commands over there, but these are those actually which you can use in your daily basis, like copy, rename, delete, move, create new file, or query the print working directory, learn the manual, check the IP status, host name, download the file from internet, query the dates. So at least as a Linux user you should know these commands, and for visual effects programmers or developers, or even if you are artist, you must know these commands. Alright, so thank you very much for this tutorial. See you later. Bye.